Hey guys, Comic Boom here to review Young Justice number 4. This is part 4 of the story arc called Seven Crises. Now, of course, we still don't know what any of the 7 crises are, although we can guess. Certainly the DC Universe has had a lot of crises, but there's no indication yet as to what the 7 crises, the name of the story arc, even refers to. I'm not even sure how long this story arc is going to go. This is part 4, and what happens? Well, again, we're still getting to know. Bendis is still basically trying to get all the members of Young Justice together, and it's still kind of a work in progress. This issue is broken into 2 basic parts. The first part shows the present, where the members of Young Justice are incarcerated on Amethyst, they're incarcerated on Gemworld presumably by the Dark Lord Opal, and Amethyst is incarcerated with them. They escape. They escape through the help of Connor and Impulse that basically free them, which last issue had basically Connor surrendering to the forces of Lord Opal or not fighting back. This issue he decides to fight back, I guess because I guess he felt insulted and I guess maybe inspired by Impulse to do something. The character interactions between Impulse and Connor in this issue are pretty good. I like it. It's probably the highlight of the issues. Finally, we got some good interaction here between Impulse and Connor. That was quite enjoyable. It was nice to see Connor finally open up and use his powers and take out one of the minions of Lord Opal. And then, of course, they go and they free the rest of the members of Young Justice that are incarcerated elsewhere on Gemworld. They do that. As far as Amethyst herself, her name is Amy. She's the princess of Gemworld. She's kind of portrayed a little bit like an idiot. So on the one hand, she's portrayed like an idiot because at one point she doesn't even remember how many houses there are on Gemworld. I mean, everyone knows there are 12. She's known that, but Bendis has her give dialogue that makes her sound like an idiot. For some reason, she calls one of her other friends Sweetie. And I don't know why they're the same age. I don't know why she would call another member of, I think, Lord Turquoise, why she would call her Sweetie. It's as stupid as Lois Lane calling Superman baby. So again, Bendis' dialogue here is really hit and miss with me. On the one hand, it never fails when he's got a good set of dialogue on one page. I flip the page and it's awful. It's always up and down, up and down. He's still struggling to understand the voices here, although he's getting his voices for Connor and Impulse are a little better. He's got Impulse down. Connor's still a work in progress, but it's improving. Overall, I'm not interested to where this is going. I'm just not interested to where this story goes. We're 4 issues in, and while we finally have some improvements in the characterization, we've got some step backwards too. So I'm going to stop reviewing. I don't plan on reviewing future issues of Young Justice until I have some indication that this storyline is actually going to go anywhere. I just don't see that. Next issue is called The 7th Crisis, with no indication what the 6 previous ones are. I don't hold up a lot of hope. Of particularly depressing note, I listened to Bendis' interview on Word Balloon, and he really doesn't seem to have a grasp on the continuity, even though he claims that he does. He claims that he's read it. In his view, everything fits in a continuity, and it shouldn't. And it shouldn't. I don't have a lot of faith in him. I really don't. And because of that, I'm not going to be reviewing future issues of Young Justice. I will come back if I see a notable improvement, but the storytelling here is just not up to snuff. It's not up to task, and I don't hold up a lot of hope. We still don't know anything about the new Green Lantern. Bear in mind, guys, we're 4 issues in. We should be having a lot more information than this instead of this cringeworthy dialogue in parts. And with respect to Amethyst, we got some movements along the plot there, but even that sounds ridiculous. I mean, all 12 houses of Amethyst, all 12 houses of Gemworld, the only one who figures something is wrong is a 13 or 14-year-old princess named Amy. It's just, there's a certain cringeworthy, there's got to be a little bit more substance to the plot here. Stop insulting maybe the intelligence of the other characters that must be at play here. It just doesn't fit. It doesn't feel right. It's all over the place. We don't know anything about the 7. Bendis hasn't earned that he even knows what he's doing, that he even knows anything about the Seven Crisis. He's got to earn his place as the writer, and he hasn't done that yet. And so I'm out. And I'm out until further notice, until I get more. That's just the way it is. Hate to be so depressing, but I got to focus on stories that are better written, so I'm not sounding like a negative Nelly on these interviews, because this is just overall bad writing, and I'm not into it. So guys, sorry to say I won't be reviewing future issues of Young Justice until something picks up. Maybe if Jenny Hex, I really love Jenny Hex. I love the concept of the character. So far, she's quite disappointing. I haven't seen much from her. Even the new Teen Lantern, there's a lot of potential there. Again, 4 issues in, nothing of substance there. So we'll have to wait and see. Guys, tell me what you think of Young Justice number 4. In the meantime, follow me on Twitter at Metropolis40. And until next time, Comic Boom, out.